Welcome to Stop by Marianne's. Yes, I'm back to doing videos. It has been a minute. It's been 2 years. Things have changed. Life has changed. I have a baby. Well, she's a toddler technically now, but I have a baby. I did not have that last time. I think I might have been pregnant though. Last time I did a video on the website. But I'm back and I'm trying to do shorter videos. I have a lot more information, and also I have a newer vision kind of. I'm recording late at night because this is pretty much the only time I can record. She wakes up early in the morning, and if I'm making any noise earlier than that, she will wake up. So this is pretty much the only time I can record. I hope there's enough light in here, but I think there's actually too much light in here. Whatever. So this video is on how to eat healthy on a $50 grocery budget a week. So this one's gonna be so much fun. I'm excited because you guys know how much I love talking about health and wellness and budgeting apparently. So I did this for about 4 years in college, not high school. What am I saying? I was with my parents in high school. In college, I did this for 4 years. I was really strapped. I was working a lot. And I was also trying to be healthy as well. Like I was actively trying to be healthy, like with my food. Because I learned so much about nutrition in college, and now I will say now I know way more than I did back then. But even back then, for just an average college student, I knew a lot. So one of the things that I noticed that people around me usually say is like a lot of I can't get healthy, or I can't get out of my head enough to get healthy. I'm not motivated enough to go work out and do these sorts of things. But what does usually motivate a lot of people is money. Like money will drive people to do anything. It's kind of crazy and scary at the same time. So money motivated me, that's for sure. This is a $50 grocery budget a week. And yes, you will have a lot of healthy options in it. But I will say, this is if you do it for 7 days a week and you really minimize and almost cut out eating out completely. Eating out is what gets you unhealthy and what ends up strapping your bank account. So little takeaway real quick, if you don't end up wanting to watch the whole video or whatever, just take away the fact that if you cook at home and if you take takeouts and eating out, you will be A, healthier, and B, save a ton more money. You can actually, I would argue, you can make money eating healthy. You can make money eating at home, which a lot of times does end up being eating healthy. But this one specifically, on like grocery store, like getting groceries from a grocery store. So the first tip is going to be to shop the perimeter. You have heard this one before. A lot of people have heard this one because a lot of health fanatics talk about this. Shop the perimeter basically means you only shop around the grocery store. You don't go into the aisles. Why? Because the aisles have all the snacks and all of the $3.49 for this and the $2.40 something for that, which ends up adding up and being horrible for your health. Unless you're gonna get something like oils and things like that, but we'll talk about that towards the end of the video. I'm gonna break it down into the categories of the perimeter. The first perimeter is going to be the produce, okay? So that is usually on like right when you go into a grocery store. It's definitely around the grocery store. You have your vegetables and your fruit. You can choose to buy organic or not buy organic, but if you are interested in organic, here's what you can get for low price that's not equal to its conventional like food, but it's pretty similar. Potatoes. Okay, you can get organic potatoes, but here's the trick. Buy it in a bag. Do not buy it where you have to weigh it, okay? There's a giant difference in the price, and I can't figure out why. But the ones that are already bagged they're so much cheaper. They're like $3.99 a bag, and it's like a 2-pound bag. It's crazy. But the ones that you have to like bag yourself and get yourself, they end up weighing so much more, and you end up spending so much more money. Apples, same exact thing. Buy them in the bag. You will get a smaller apple. Okay, but no one notices. Like, I don't notice when I eat it. Elise doesn't notice when she eats it, and my husband definitely doesn't notice when he eats it. And honestly, it's usually a 2-pound bag. So if you want a second one, you can just have a second one. Um, you don't need onions, avocados, bananas to really be organic. And even if you want it to be, you're not gonna be able to do that on this budget. So I would just save those and make them conventional or get them on sale. Romaine lettuce, you have to get either the ones that you clean yourself or the ones that you can get um like the 3 in a pack. You still have to clean that yourself at home most of the time. But you can get that organic. Um, you don't need cabbage to be organic either. Most of the fruits and vegetables in the produce department is going to be fairly inexpensive. I now I don't even spend more than like if I go to a farmer's market, I spend $15 on a week's worth of vegetables. It's just kind of how it is. It's kind of crazy, honestly. Just vegetables. Like, I'm not counting anything else. If I only got vegetables and fruit, obviously, I wouldn't even spend more than like $20, I don't think. Um, Produce is cheap. It is. And there's that. So the next aisle is going to be the dairy. Okay. In the dairy section, um, you want to be very mindful because there's lots of things in the dairy section that they try to kind of grab at you, but you don't really need it. Okay, so focus on your fat and focus on what you're actually gonna eat. So eggs. Eggs are super cheap. Like super cheap and super healthy. Omega-3s, the yolk has so much nutrients in it, like it's crazy. Um, you can even get organic eggs that won't break the bank. Just make sure you get them on sale. I would never, ever, ever pay for organic eggs for like a dozen that's above $3.99. Maybe maybe every once in a while I might pay $5 for it, but even that I can't imagine myself doing very often. So look out for that, okay? If anything is above that, just it's out. Get the normal eggs, whatever, it's fine. Again, we're strapped on cash, right? We're trying to do a $50 a week, and we're trying to make it healthy, or at least as healthy as we can make it. So be mindful of that. Butters usually are not that expensive, and milks are not that expensive either, even the dairy-free ones. So that's the second part of the perimeter. We also have cheese in it too. Do not buy sliced cheese. What are you doing if you're buying sliced cheese? Buy it like already, like in the, I don't even know how to explain, the rind, I guess, or like just a block of cheese that you can shred at home, that you can slice at home, because it's so much cheaper. It is crazy cheaper. Y'all, I'm feeding 3 people, okay? And I get like half a pound of a block of cheese for like $3.99 a week. It's ridiculous, and it lasts us all week. It's ridiculous how much cheaper it is if you just get like a block of cheese. Um, so get blocks of cheese. Stop buying the pre-shredded, the pre-everything. Here's the thing, okay? If you want it pre-done, you're paying for that person's work because there's someone that's putting the work into pre-packaging and pre-cutting everything, okay? And pre-shredding and all that. So if you want that, you really can't save money that way because you're paying for their labor on top of the mass production that's already happening, okay? So think about that. A block of cheese is a block of cheese. All they had to do was wrap a thing around it. Okay, that's it. So that's why it's a lot cheaper. Makes sense. All of these things make sense. Be mindful of these things. Okay, third thing, meat. Meat, you can, if you're a single person, you can buy 2 or 3 pounds of whatever meat you want and make that last all week. Okay, my favorite used to be chicken and ground beef. I even used to sometimes get organic chicken, like I think it's Snyder's. They have an organic version of it, and you can get a whole entire bag of it. Or what a lot of people are doing these days is buying a whole chicken and making that last all week, which it does. If you're single, it will. So you can get 3 pounds of meat, that will last you all week. Do not get stew cuts. Those are usually way more expensive. Turkey is surprisingly not that expensive, so you can go ahead and get turkey. Don't get lamb. Lamb is delicious, don't get me wrong. I love lamb and it's super healthy for you, but it's usually really expensive if you're strapped on cash. So don't do that. Don't get lamb. And what else? Fillets. Don't get fillets, don't get steaks, don't get any of those hunk of fatty, delicious meats unless they're on sale, unless they fit your budget. Get away from those. And if you're buying chicken, if I was strapped on cash, which I was for 4 years, I always bought thighs and drumsticks. The darker meat, the cheaper it is. Remember that. Okay? With chicken at least. Breast is usually like super expensive. Tenderloins are super expensive. So yeah, think about that. And there you have it. That's the perimeter. Okay. Now, aisles real quick, just before I go. It's 11 minutes long already. So, aisles, go into an aisle if you need something specific. So let's say you need olive oil. Okay. Make yourself blind and only go looking for the olive oil. Or if you need flour, again, make yourself blind and only go looking for flour. Okay. Do not look at anything else. Pretend like you're just going to hop into the aisle and hop back out into the safe zone, which is the perimeter. Okay. That's my biggest tip for that. If you want to try the more healthier oils like coconut oil, avocado oil, that sort of thing, avocado oil, I would balance it out with virgin coconut oil. Coconut oil is actually not that expensive. It's $5 a jar at almost every place. If it's more than that, don't buy it, because no. Avocado oil is really expensive, but now they have them in the spray bottles, which are cheaper because there's less ounces in them. So what I usually do, I'll get a jar of coconut oil, which is $5, and then like a spray bottle of avocado oil, which is not going to be more than like $4 usually. And I'll alternate between the two during the week. If you really want to save extra, just get the coconut oil because it's cheap, it's good for you, you can make it in anything. And yeah, there you have it.